Welcome to our lecture. In this lecture we are going to talk about Grunt, the JavaScript task runner. Now, what is Grunt? In one word, automation. The less work you have to do when performing repetitive tasks like minification, compilation, unit testing, etc., the easier your job becomes. After you have configured it through a Grunt file, a task runner can do most of that boring work for you and your team with basically zero effort. Now, why Grunt? The Grunt ecosystem is huge and it's growing every day. With hundreds of plugins to choose from, you can use Grunt to automate just about anything with minimum effort. What we will do? First of all, we will install and configure Grunt. Then we will implement the following plugins: copy, JSint, concat, minification, uglify. Lastly, we will build two environments, the test and production. This is simply a group of plugins which work inside a task. For example, if you call grunt test, it will go and execute, as an example, copy and JSint. And then if you create another group called production and call it like grunt production, what it will do, it will execute, for example, copy, JSint, concat, minification, and uglify in the particular order. We will see all of these in detail and see the power of using a task runner. Let's start with installing and configuring Grunt. This is the Grunt homepage, GruntJS.com. Here you can see the definitions which we talked about. Here you can see available Grunt plugins. We are going to use JSint. These are other plugins which are very powerful. Here's a preview of how it is working. And here also you can see who it uses, companies like Twitter, jQuery, Udemy, etc. And then here is the guide to getting started. These we are going to do in a moment. If you want, you can go and check the documentation, which is very detailed, and you can find almost any information you need. So let's switch to WebStorm and install Grunt. The first thing we are going to do is we will initialize Mpm because we will need it for Grunt. So let's open up our terminal, and for initialize we will write npm init. This will start the initialization of npm. So it will ask a couple of questions: the name, to do app, version, entry point, I will press enter, test comment, no, enter, keywords, author, license, yes, it looks okay. Okay, now it has created a package.json for us. Let's check it. Here it is. These are the information we filled in. You can change it if you want. Right now we have initialized npm, and next up is Grunt. For that we will simply say, let's clear this. First we will install the Grunt command line interface globally. This will put the Grunt command in your system path, allowing it to be run from any directory. But this line does not install the Grunt task runner, so be careful, okay? The job of the Grunt command line interface is simple. Run the version of Grunt which has been installed next to a Grunt file. This allows multiple versions of Grunt to be installed on the same machine simultaneously. So let's simply do it. We will say npm install globally Grunt command line interface. Hit enter, and we are done. So now it's time to install Grunt. For this you will say npm install Grunt let's say save, so it will save the dependency inside the package JSON. Hit enter. Now it will go and fetch Grunt for us, download and install it, and then we will be able to use it. Here we go. So let's check our package JSON, and here you can see dependencies Grunt. Okay. Now there's one thing left. Let's go back to the GruntJS website, and here we have the Grunt file. So the Grunt file.js or Grunt file.coffee file is a valid JavaScript or CoffeeScript file that belongs in the root directory of your project, next to the package JSON file, this one, and should be committed with your project source. The Grunt file is comprised of the following parts: the wrapper function, project and task configuration, loading Grunt plugin and tasks, and custom tasks. So here you can see the wrapper function, then we have our tasks, and then we load our tasks, and here at the bottom we have our custom tasks. So in our course we will use all of them. I think that's good news, right? So let's just copy this and let's go and create a Grunt file. Right here I will say new JavaScript file, Grunt file, and I will paste in the code. Now I will not use these right now, so we will fill it with our own. I will not use this, so let's delete this one also, and for now I will also not use this. So I will leave it like this right now, and in the next lectures we will go and fill it together. So thanks for watching, and see you in the next lecture.